Episode 5. We promise we're going to fix the lighting eventually.
Hello and welcome to the Tactics Board. We still haven't got our lighting fixed up, so apologies for that. We're going to look here ahead of Ballymun's game with Dr Crokes at Dr Crokes' performance against Castlehaven in his tack in the Munster final, and then we'll look at what Ballymun can do to try and counter that. So first off, we're going to look along the half forward line here. You can see largely the forwards are set up in pretty much a man marking setup with one big wrinkle here. Daithí Casey, the centre forward, is actually sitting a bit nearer midfield, with the Castlehaven centre back largely trying to stay where his traditional position is. Now this actually creates a big hole here, because despite having the extra man, Casey and to a degree Johnny Buckley have room to run and opt either to pass inside to each other or to draw the man off, largely with a pursuant player behind the two attackers. So essentially it's 2-on-1, creating lots of space. This also creates a lot of room for diagonal balls from both wings. Now, in order for this to really work, they have to get Colin Cooper into a much more creative role than he had with Kerry the last couple of seasons. Cooper wearing 14 for Crokes as opposed to his 13 for Kerry. You'll see here there's only really two areas inside the 45 he doesn't occupy. I've got them shaded out here. In the left corner here, pretty much everywhere from the box line to the sideline on this corner, and a little bit less on this side. Now the reason here is Cooper's role is very creative. He's not going back to recycle ball in either position. He's going as a right footer in places where he can kick the ball direct. And it's not just direct from right up front, because Cooper's movement is a real problem for defence to deal with. Cooper will go out to the wings all the way to the 45. Crikey, that doesn't usually happen. And he'll rarely stay in the centre, but he will pretty much get active from about here outwards and again down. He obviously won't run in a circuitous route. He'll go break out, break out, break out, and of course breaking inside as well. What this does is it really creates space and matchup problems, because the opponent doesn't know whether to have the fullback tracking him or to have an extra man picking him up to get the assignment. And it creates lots of rooms here for other scorers to get into the action. Now what we expect Ballymun to do from the start really is to play at least one sweeper. This will largely cut out the Casey benefit. But Ballymun will probably do, I think, is actually play an 8th man in defence and look to spread out from there. So it's sort of a crab-like formation here with an 8-man defence. They won't play either as a full high or a full low. They'll probably play them both somewhere between the lines. And the reason for this is they can look to break outfield very much as attacking sweepers, and they'll try and create attacks for the likes of Dean Rock up front. Of course, this, while it deals with the Casey issue, doesn't necessarily deal with Cooper. So you've got to look at what the sweepers are going to do in terms of assignments when Cooper goes off on his runs to try and create space for other players. It's a very interesting matchup. There's no definitive answer. Personally, I think Ballymun will be more defensively attuned to Dr Crokes and Castlehaven were, but dealing with Cooper, unsurprisingly, is going to be the big question for them. To subscribe to our videos, go to the little face of me down in the corner, and of course follow us on Twitter at Action81, and check out our website action81.com. I'm Emmet Ryan. Thanks.